be able to remember things. Now, I just remember where to look them up. A lyric, a street name, my parents' phone numbers, a recipe. I know they're all just one search away. And even easier now with the onset of these AI chatbots. But the easier they are to find, the harder it is to feel like they were ever that important to me. Our memories used to live in us. They now live somewhere between ads and autofill. What happens to a person who never needs to remember? They only need search. I'm gonna try and see if we can dig deeper into this question today. So if you feel like you'd learn something from this, come along.
Welcome to the insides of my logbook while doing a PhD in AI. I'm hoping that you think, I hadn't thought about it like that.
So last night when my friends were over, I was trying to recall this particular coffee shop that I'd gone to in Delft, like when I first arrived here. It had very cool ambiance, and I remember the coffee was good. Maybe I was just excited to be here, whatever it was. I just couldn't remember the name. So I went onto Google and I searched, best coffee shop near Delft station, whatever you do a normal Google search. And I saw the results and none of them kind of felt right. I was like, no, none of these are this place. It was like I handed my nostalgia or my memories to this algorithm, hoping that it would come back and label them correctly.
So, in the past, before we had Google, we used to hold memories in stories, in smells, in voices, and in faces. And remembering was never exact. You can ask anyone that's had an argument. My reality or my remembrance of my memory of the situation was very different to yours. And that's what's caused fights. But it was alive. And now it's a little bit archived. It's precise, searchable. There's an element of it being a bit sterile. Forgetting used to be a part of remembering. Because in forgetting, I think we let in a little bit of a space for meaning. We added some understanding of the situation because this is the part we remembered, because this part was meaningful. Or at least we gave it that meaning. And the thing is, memory was never meant to be perfect. So machines preserve what happened. Humans preserve why did it matter that it happened. But when machines remember everything, they start to decide what's worth recalling. And little by little, the story of our lives becomes something that we look up, not something that we actually live inside. So maybe forgetting isn't painted as something negative. Like, it's not about losing. Maybe it's about becoming. And hear me out, that sounds a bit weird. The idea of letting go of the details so we can actually keep that emotional feeling that we have. That cafe that I never actually found the name of. Maybe it wasn't even in Delft. But the feeling of arriving in a new city, the sunlight that was on the window, the smell of the coffee, the vibe, the atmosphere of the place. That's what stayed with me. The name of the place, I guess, doesn't really matter until you need to tell your friends to go visit it like I did last night. But let's bar that. So maybe technology holds all the facts. It holds the locations, it holds the names, it holds the reviews, it holds all those things. And it leaves us some space to, soak in the feeling. And then we hold what that feeling means to me. Why that moment was something special. I never really thought about it like that.
Good evening. It's time for our thought experiment. So I invite you to think about a world where you could search through your entire life. Hear me out. Every word that you've spoken, every face that you've seen, every heartbeat recorded. You would never forget anything. But would you still remember who you are? If nothing fades, can anything just become precious? Now, it might seem strange, but in an alternative universe, or like, I don't know if this AI gets incredibly good, I think in like 20 years' time, we might be able to do this. We might even be able to like lock in emotional feelings at points in time. Imagine that. Imagine going back to 13-year-old you and being like, that's what she was feeling, and not just a memory. Would that be weird? Or would that be kind of cool? I don't know. Seems far-fetched, but we'll circle back 20 years and we'll come on to this. Anyway, guys, I'm off to bed. Sleep nicely.